like, oh, that's actually quite good. I should have just carried on. But then obviously like I stopped the flow, so I have to start again. And yeah, this is it. This is the last time that I'm doing this intro. So we are gonna get what this is. This is it. So I got this idea this afternoon because I got a very, very lovely delivery from Amazon. So I ordered some storage for my makeup and it came today. And then I just got the idea of me doing this video, which is just me updating my organization of my everyday makeup into the new storage that I got from Amazon. I know I feel like I've just gone round. I've gone round in terms of describing what the video is about, and this might sound really boring, but to me, I love videos like this, and I just love organizing my stuff into just lovely containers and everything having its place. So for me, this will be pure enjoyment, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is my everyday makeup arsenal. I actually don't wear that much makeup on a day-to-day basis. I usually just do what I have on now, which is just skincare, eyebrows, and lips. But if I'm going into London, or if I'm going out, or if I want to film a video, sometimes I'll kind of do more makeup. But basically this holds my everyday kind of makeup and also everyday skincare. So I reach for this box every single morning before I start work. And as you can see, it's an absolute mess. So this is just an IKEA cube, and everything just gets dumped in there. And let me give you some lovely ASMR. I don't know if that's pleasurable in terms of like audioly, but yeah, it's all, I just chuck everything in there, and it's so frustrating when I know there's something in there, but I have to fish it out. And even on a deeper level, it frustrates me because I like looking after my stuff. I think I'm so blessed to have, obviously, like the money to just have access to this makeup and skincare and stuff. And so it's on me to really look after the things that I have. I think that's a way of showing gratitude. And so when I see this every single day, you know, it just frustrates me. And so it needed to be sorted, and I finally got my behind in gear and just did the research and got the caddy. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be sorting out. This, isn't it beautiful? So pretty. It's so pretty. I love this color. So this is a new caddy, and it's quite interesting because when I was looking for a container like this, I knew that I wanted something with compartments, just so everything can have its place and everything doesn't, and the different items don't just all mix into one mess. But it was really tricky actually finding it on Amazon and also on Google, because I was like searching for storage box with compartments, and some of the search results were the medicine storage, little kind of cubes with like the little spaces for your medicine. And then the other thing which I was getting was like the bigger ones, the ones which go underneath the bed. So yeah, I got lucky. I think I came across the word caddy. So let me just show you the packaging. Yeah, so this is the packaging. I think once I started searching using the word caddy, I was able to see things similar to this, which was after. And yeah, as I said, this is just from Amazon. So, drum roll, please. I give you a different angle of me. And before I start separating the products on the sofa into the different categories, I want to make sure that I give you guys a good money shot. So hopefully the camera does it justice, but these are the products. Look at that. I know at the beginning of the video I said this is a cheeky, like little quick video, but it's funny when you try and do something quickly and then you start kind of like, well, let me just do that. So let me just do that and then I'll do that. So I'm filming this after gym. So I came from gym, I had a shower, and I thought to myself, maybe I'll do it in my pajamas. But then I was like, I don't think we know each other like that yet. So I was like, okay, let me just put on some clothes. And so I put on my clothes, and then I thought, I actually kind of want to make a good impression. So I do need to put a little bit of makeup on. So I was like, okay, let me just put on my eyebrows. And then I did a little bit of lip. And then when I was doing my mini intros and I was watching back the video, I realized my arms were ashy, and I was like, okay, let me just put on some body cream. I don't put on body cream in the evening, just during the day. I was like, okay, let me just put on some body cream. And it's just like little, but that's what I did. I didn't do any more than that. I was thinking of doing powder to just stop my face being shiny, but then I was like, no, you've already put on your night creams. You don't need to do that. It is what it is. So yeah, that was just a little window into the behind the scenes. I did so many intros, and I think the reason why I just kept doing it over and over again is because I'm so sleep deprived. So yesterday when I was going to sleep, I was just checking something on my laptop and the internet dropped, and I was like, what do you mean? I need to go to sleep. And my husband, he's away because this is something that he would deal with, and I was like, really, like, I just don't have the bandwidth for this. But I needed to find some bandwidth to deal with it because I work from home, and if I don't have Wi-Fi, I am up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. And for me, that would mean having to go into London on a short notice. And I was like, I really don't want to do that. So I spent a big portion of my like very late evening yesterday, and even early this morning, speaking to Sky, just trying to sort it out. And at the end, I kind of resigned to my fate that I just don't have internet. I just need to wake up and get myself into London, which would require a proper train, not just a tube, but a proper train. So I was like, oh, Lord. But luckily I woke up and I came downstairs and the internet was on. So a miracle happened, and I'm just so grateful, because otherwise I would have just been finished. But yeah, I've never been shy of wearing lipstick. Yeah, just never been shy of wearing lipstick. I like a little bit of a lip. But I have had to stop myself from buying lip products because I have so many and I'm never going to finish them. And I just need to restrain myself and just admire things from afar. I don't need to possess them. As I tell myself, I don't need to possess them. You can like something and just admire it and just leave it at that. And that definitely goes for me and lip products. So what's this? Oh, these are eyeliner pencils. I used to really like eyeliner, but I just don't put it on anymore. I have to talk about this. So these are the Glossier Brow Flick. So these are eyebrow pens, and I have them in two shades. I have one in black and one in brown, and 10 out of 10. Just 10 out of 10. Just amazing products. They stay on. I have quite oily skin, and in summer when I put them on, they just stay on for the whole day, and you've got just perfect brows. So I really love these products, and I've had them for ages. I've had them for like years, and they have yet to run out. So that was a very, very good purchase. I'm a little bit embarrassed to show you this, but this is Carmex lip balm, great lip balm. I love chewing the corners of the lip balm. So I'm like, sometimes working from home, you kind of slowly lose your mind and you just find yourself doing random stuff like that. Like I just love chewing the corners of them. So there you go. I have so many lipsticks. Yikes. I have to talk about this. So this is Sleek makeup. I remember back in the day, there weren't that much makeup for dark skin, black skin, drugstore makeup, and Sleek was one of the few brands that catered to, my skin complexion. And they have this little trio of blushes. So good, so good. I think I wore that to my wedding. That and a little bit of that. I wore that to my wedding and it's just so beautiful. And again, I've had this, I think I've had this for more than 10 years. Yeah, I've had this for a very, very long time. Sorry, I was just looking down to see the screen on my phone. Look how many Carmex I have. And I've really chewed that to oblivion. And another one. I have finished sorting the stuff out. Just look at that. This is the empty. We've got this, which was just meant to be a lipstick holder. But look at that. Look at the inside. Horrible. So yeah, so this is just going to go straight to the bin. And I think this as well. I don't need it. I'm never going to use it. So it needs to go. I'm really sorry I didn't actually do this view for when I was just removing all the products, but you live and learn, So I actually had to squish the stuff together just to kind of get, hopefully, fingers crossed, inshallah, a good thumbnail image. And I was there just like posing. Hopefully I have a good image from that little bit of posing. Anyways, so I've got my lipsticks here. I've got a few just lip products from Fenty. I think that's a dupe. Obviously, I couldn't see that I had it in my box and I bought another one. And I have, how many lipsticks? I have 4 lipsticks from Lisa Eldridge. Just beautiful lipsticks. And I have them in the matte formulation, which is just so beautiful. And I wore one of them on my wedding day. So just love them to bits and just great packaging. All right. And that's it. I'm just going to put them in the box and we can continue our lovely conversation, our lovely chat. I need to finish the Sky story. So when I was speaking to the agent, who was really very lovely at helping me out, he asked if I am the account holder. And I was like, yes, I am. I'm not. It's my husband, but obviously he's away. And I thought if I say I'm not the account holder, I thought they might not be able to help me fully. So I was like, yes, I am the account holder. And luckily I was able to message my husband and get the passwords and everything. So that went fine. But it reminded me of a really funny story where sometimes you find yourself pretending to be somebody. So this is like going back years when libraries were a thing. I know this is it's a bit of a tangent, but I don't think a library is like still a thing. Anyways, when I was younger, I used to go to the libraries almost every weekend. And when I was doing my A-levels, almost every other day just to do revision. So yeah, I love libraries. But I had got fines on my card, so I couldn't borrow books. So I was using my mom's card. And so I went to the library, but then I don't know if it's like when I was entering or when I was trying to get a book out. I think it's when I was trying to get a book out using my mom's card. And the system brought up an alert that there was an overdue book. And then when they showed me the overdue book, I was like, that's my sister's. Like my sister had used my mom's card to borrow a book. And so they were saying like, oh, they were asking me when will you return it? And I was like, oh, I'll return it this coming weekend. So I was using my mom's card. I had to pretend to be my sister. And then obviously I had to use it for my own benefits, but it was just like a little funny memory. Right, let me finish this real fast because it's actually getting quite late. And this video is no longer quick or cheeky. So yeah, let me just get this done. But yeah, it's so pretty. Look how nice it is. It's just very pleasing to the eye. So I've got my lipsticks, and then I've got kind of lip balms, lip glosses, and then here I've got my powder, and I've got like the little kabuki brushes, which I use for my foundation powder and also for my blush. And then next to it I've got my blush. They're all fitted in there nicely. And then here I've got my eyeliners and also my liquid eyeliner. And then in this section I've got my tools. So I've got my eyelash curler, I've got my sharpeners, I've got my tweezers, I've got a little spoolie which was all the way at the bottom of the previous box, and I have put my eyebrow pens and pencils so it's just easy to see them. And I've got my little compact mirror and my oil blot little book. So that's that. And then here I've got my skincare. And then in this section I've got my lip liners. So there's room for me to add more, but I will restrain myself. And then we just come back to the beginning. So this is it. This is the finished thing. I think this might be a good thumbnail image. So I think once I finish the video, I'm just going to have to do some additional posing. So again, wish me luck. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, and if there's anything that I spoke about that you want to leave a comment about, please do so below the video and we can have a conversation. But otherwise, see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.